Hello, myself Baldevram Mali, lecturer Computer Science and Engineering, Government Polytechnic College, Jodhpur. Topic of my e-lecture is Generations of Computer. Subject code CS202. In the development of computer, up to development of computer, ENIAC and UNIVAC. These development is considered in history of computer, and after the development of ENIAC and UNIVAC from 1960 and further development in computer field is divided into 5 generations. 5 generations of computer are first generation from 1946 to 1959. Second generation from 1959 to 1965. Third generation from 1965 to 1971. Fourth generation from 1971 to 1980. And fifth generation from 1980 and onwards. At first we discuss the first generation of computers. In first generation of computer, vacuum tubes are used for circuitry. The technology of first generation computer is vacuum tubes. In first generation of computer, magnetic drums are used for memory. The size of first generation computer is very big, like room size computers. Because in a computer, thousands of vacuum tubes are used and size of vacuum tubes is more. So size of computer becomes room size. First generation computer consumed large amount of electricity. Actually, it consumed the electricity equal to electricity of industry and generate lot of heats. In first generation computer, frequently occurred the faults. First generation computer used the machine language only. In machine language, only binary digits 0 and 1 are used. Input was based on punched card and paper tape. Output was displayed on printouts. In this way, efficiency of first generation computer is very low and very less reliable. The electronic numeric integrated and calculator ENIAC and UNIVAC are the example of first generation computers. UNIVAC was the first commercial computers. It is used in processing of data and in industry. Okay, now we take the second generation of computers. In second generation of computer, transistors are developed. So, transistors are used instead of vacuum tubes. The transistor was more superior to vacuum tubes because they are very small in size, consume very less power supply, generate the very less heat and more reliable. So the second generation computer becomes smaller, faster, cheaper, more energy efficient, more reliable than their first generation predecessors. Second generation computers also used punched card for input and printouts for output. Second generation computer used the assembly language and high level language. Assembly language are more easy to read and understand for user because they use the English like mnemonics like move, sub, add, etc. And it computers of second generation language use the two high level language COBOL, common business oriented language, and Fortran, formula translation. Fortran is a scientific and mathematical language. So it is used in engineering and field of science. Okay, now we take the third generation of computers. In third generation of computer, small scale integration technology is developed. So SSI chips are used in third generation of computer. So technology of third generation computer is integrated circuits, ICs. A SSI chip contain hundreds of transistors. The IC drastically increase the speed and efficiency of computer. The computers of third generation becomes very small as compared to the second generation of computers. In third generation computers, keyboards and monitors are input and output devices. These computers were cheaper as compared to second generation of computer. They are fast and more reliable. After third generation of computer, large scale integration technology is developed. So LSI chips are developed. LSI chip contain 1000 to 10,000 basic components. So now a whole CPU can build on a single LSI chip, which is known as the microprocessor. And fourth generation of computer are based on microprocessor. The additional features of fourth generation computers are GUI technology, graphics user interface technology is developed. So the mouse and handheld devices are developed. These computers become more small and powerful, and the computers of fourth generation can be linked together to form the computer networks like local area networks, LAN. All type of high level languages can be used in computers of fourth generation. So on fourth generation of computer, it becomes easy to develop the software and codings, testing, etc. Then finally we discuss the fifth generation of computers. Fifth generation of computer is based on artificial intelligence. The aim of fifth generation of computer is to make a device which could respond to voice recognition, multimedia, natural language input, and are capable of learning and self-organization. So, fifth generations of computer are used in more recent fields like medical science, in aerospace, in weather forecasting, etc. In image processing. Fifth generation of computer use the VLSI technology, very large scale integration technology. A VLSI chip contains approximately 10 power 6 basic components, millions of components. The use of fifth generation computers are parallel processing, supercomputers, quantum computations, molecular and nanotechnologies. So now fifth generation of computer handle the very recent and complex fields. So in this way we discuss the various generations of computer in detail. Okay, thanks.